And welcome back. It's the FSL Valorant Open, #1 of 2021. We are your casters. Hey, I'm Quack, and here with me is the lovely Ray Rachu. How are you doing?
Good. I like that you pronounced it right. A lot of casters just kind of
What do they say?
mess it up. I can't even.
Ray Raichu?
Yes, that is what they say because
Well,
they think that it's Raichu.
it's the Pokemon. Come on.
Yes, it is. I do love Raichu. Anyway, guys, welcome back. We are into game number 2 of the March FSL Valorant Open, part of the FSL circuit. It's going to run all the way till October of this year. We're about ready to get into game between 7S Sakura versus Gamer Girls Philippines. Gamer Girls Philippines, of course, once again, another full Philippine squad. We just saw OG Centuria, their country woman. Is that the word that we're gonna use?
Country women? What?
Countrymen? 'Cause
Countrymen?
they're like compatriots.
Okay. There's something there.
Yeah.
Country women. We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. But yeah, another full Philippine squad. I think this is their 4th time taking part in the FSL, so definitely been here a bunch of times. I think they were in the group stages FSL Open 3, 4, and 5 from last year, so definitely do have experience playing in the circuit, and they're going up against 7S Sakura, who are also from the Philippines. A lot of the Philippine gamer girls here showing up.
Yeah, definitely going to be a lot of Filipino fans in the chat as well. Get some Lang Malakas or something. I don't really know Tagalog. I think it means like, it's a cheer that they have that's like, it means like just strong or something
Wait,
like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And then,
usually, like when you play on a Southeast Asian server, the first thing
man.
you learn is like the swears.
Holler.
Or you learn how to be like 55555.
555.
When your teammate just like messes up and you're like, instead of saying that's messed up, you go 55555. That's what I've learned
Stuff
from
like that.
my solo queue experience.
Yeah, well, I learned something else. They also have another term, which is like Lodi. Do you know that one?
I've heard that one, but I don't really know. I've seen it online.
Basically, it's like idol. Like, you're my idol, but they mix up the letters of it.
Yes. Oh, I
So
didn't know.
sample sentence, Reirachu, you're my Lodi. There we go.
Oh, that's nice. And I think they just Lodi.
Lodi. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
you know,
really know
when
that.
people, they don't say like, I'm your big fan, they just big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Quack.
What's up?
Big fan.
Big fan. Nice. Nice. There we go. So we're going to get into the game pretty soon. The players are just picking out their agents. Of course, GGP, Gamer Girls Philippines, are going to be defending on Split. And of course, 7 Sakura, they're playing on attack. Split, what are your thoughts on this map? I know it's very defender-sided, but they have balanced it out recently.
Yeah, I think the balance is a bit better. I think Split just like, a few months ago was kind of in a spot where once you get ops, that's just that's just game over on Split, and then it's really just like both sides are rocking ops. And then
mid.
Exactly, and then the game just gets very slow. But it hopefully should be a bit better. And also I think the way that we see like the kind of FSL meta, we don't see that many operators. Also a lot of teams like to play Reyna, as you can see right now on your screens.
Plus,
both teams picking Reyna. She's not as picked in competitive, so it's just FSL, they kind of play a bit more differently, so we don't really see that many games that are at a standstill on Split once they swap sides. So I'm still pretty excited.
I'm definitely excited as well. Operators now, 5,000 credits. I think that's part of the reason why teams don't really go with it as often. It's kind of a either you hit it or you don't kind of gun, right? And if you miss, that's pretty much it.
Exactly.
Unless you're a jet, then you get to dash out for free. But I don't know. I'm more curious if the 7S Sakura players are going to come up with the, okay. You ever play like Yu-Gi-Oh! And you have the Exodia cards? You pull out all 5, you get the arms, the legs, and the Exodia card itself, and then you instantly win the game. You were saying before the break, if 7S Sakura comes out with all 5 Sakura Vandals, they instantly win.
They win. That's just how it is.
Maybe, but it's going to be a very quick dash. Dog passing. She didn't spot Uni out.
Check your corners,
Check your corners. So that's going to be a quick kill. They do get the spike down, but it's just going to be a 4v5 retake right now. They're just waiting to push out of this dark cover. Alarm bot onto the ground that will give them a little bit of information that there is a player over by Heaven. The wall is up as well. Paranoia through. Now they're going to be swinging off the side of the pillars. Going to get a lot of gunshots here. Nakela trying to find one. She pushes in with the heal. What? Arian, though, not able to connect a second shot, and it's going to be easy peasy cleaning things up.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy from
right.
the Girl Gamer Philippines squad. I was waiting for you to say it, but then you didn't. And then I'm not going to say I was disappointed, but I was disappointed.
Say what? Wait, what was I supposed to say?
Because you said easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Yeah,
I
was
that
waiting for the.
say.
Oh no.
You know,
well, I did. Okay. Okay. We'll work on this caster
Teamwork.
synergy throughout this weekend. We got it.
I'll lay down, you pick it up, and then we're going to keep going and going and going. Right now, it's going to be, again, quite a bit of a competition over onto the B site. Of course, Moon is just going to just be a little bit annoying, smoking out a lot of these corners over by Market, denying mid control. The wall is up as well, so that's going to be a little bit problematic for the 7 Sakura players.
Yeah, the back straight out of garage are actually rotating over to mid right now. There is that sage walls drop straight at the entrance. It is going to block them off though. There is that option for them to rotate through sewer into A. You can see the KJ over on the CT side kind of thinking that they maybe might do that, so she's trying to stay within range of all of her utility that she's set up over on site A.
Very careful plays. They're not pushing at all. I mean, only the Jet player is trying to get information over on A site. There isn't a single player on A site except for the Killjoy who is up by Heaven. They're waiting for the wall. It has gone down, and now they might push. Moon is going to be the first one to receive. Oh, turret. Actually spotted her out.
Yeah, but KJ though, picking up that kill over on the back of A onto Dark Tassie. So we have 5v3 right now. I think 7S Sakura kind of running out of options right here. Only Omen and the Sage left. It's going to be a 1v5. He picks up a kill.
Oh my god.
Nukella. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. There we go. Finally, I got it. Can I get a cookie now?
We can get a fist
I nailed
bump.
it. Okay, fist bump.
So like, I'm not sure if she's like SC peasy, right? Is she easy peasy or is it SC peasy? Because it's ESSY. I'm not sure.
Maybe someone in the chat will correct us, but I'm gonna stick with easy peasy for now, just because it sounds.
It rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah. You know, that is what it is. But 2-0 is the score at the moment. They are still rolling with the Spectres, non-stop aggression on these girls.
Yeah, it's something that, I mean, we see really often, which is that whoever wins first round usually kind of snowballs that into the second round because most teams are going to just opt for the safer pistols into the second round. And then third round is really where you start seeing teams make a comeback. So this is going to be it if they want to try to make something happen right here with the better gun buys.
Kind of surprised that they didn't force buy in the previous round, but this
Yeah.
will give them a Vandal. It's not a Sakura Vandal, so points deducted for that. But at the moment, it's going to be another really safe play. I mean, they already have Garage and Ramps control, but it's this mid position that is very, very difficult for them to push through because of the wall and the smokes from the Omen player. Another slow
orb. Oh, and there's the alt orb being taken, so they do hear the sound here, and now they're just going to run through garage, so they know there's at least 3 members over around the side. Dark Tassie playing this so careful. Oh, here's the engage.
Alex going to be the first one to pick things up. Uni, though, oh, that's a big kill. Spike has been dropped as well, and this is going to be a big, big issue. 2v4, and they are circling around the pillars. Alex does find one, heals herself back up. Can she pick this up? Can she stop them from descending upon the site? She can't pick up the spike. Has to be very careful. She gets paranoid from the back as well. She's waiting. She sees the barrel. Oh no, but pulls out the leer. Oh, and easy peasy again. She picks up the last kill.
Yeah, really clutch, but that was just such unfortunate timing to want to switch to the eye right there. Oh no.
Oh man, that was close.
Yeah, but they're gonna make it 8-3 and 0. So at this point, it's just pretty much rifles versus specters. Right now, it's not looking that good for 7S Sakura. I think it's 3 Vandal, 2 Phantom. Bit of a not on the same page.
Depends on, you know, what you're going for, what position you're playing. But right now it looks like they're just going to be rushing all the way up into ramps. Moon is here to stop them. She does hear it. She blinds them. Now just waiting for the push through. She's going to be holding from the rook's position instead. Easy go. Oh, she's pushing through, but Dark Tassie's just going, just point blank, eats a bullet. And now Impulse coming back in to retake this Heaven position. Spike down as well. It is all up to Yuta, who cannot find any joy whatsoever. 4-0. GGP just dominating the game right now.
Yeah, this is getting pretty brutal. We are into round 5, so there's no more consecutive snowball. The amount of credits that you get, since we're past that 2 or 3 mark. But it does mean that 7S Sakura will be able to pretty much full buy. I think there is that Bulldog. And 2 Spectres though, so they're only going to pick up 2 Vandals actually, and you can see the light shield onto Aryan as well, because she doesn't have enough weapons to spare for the rifle with the full shield. So they're definitely at a bit of a disadvantage. Not as bad as other rounds though, however if they do lose this round, their economy is going to be absolutely obliterated. So they're really going to have to make this one count.
Yeah, that's the thing about Split. It's super defender-sided still, even with the changes. Unless you use your utility, you won't be able to break your way onto a site. And it looks like Dark Tassie did manage to walk her way into the cubby, but we'll see if the rest of the team can find something onto the site. They do spot out the Omen. Spike has been dropped again, but that's going to be Alex swinging in to get the trade. Oh, Dark Tassie! What happened? That was super close. Impulse down to 11 points of health, and they are still maintaining control over this A site. They do have the option to rotate right now, 7S, but it doesn't seem like they want to do it.
Yeah, really dicey. It is 4v3, however the KJ over on the GGP side is really low, so there is a slight window of opportunity, but as you said, just A, it's so hard to break onto the site. You can see the rotation really quickly over around the CT side. They're sending 3 members over to B. There's the KJ, so attacker side, they are
Spike down.
Easy peasy.
Nice pickup.
Timing on that too. I mean, she knew exactly when to peek. Yuta does pick up 1 kill. Now cannot get the second. And of course, that's going to be a 5-0 score for GGP.
That's really rough. I mean, we've been talking about how Split is a pretty defender-sided map. And the thing is, as the defender's side, you're always going to have that faster path over through CT to make it onto the other side quicker than the other team can rotate, even if they're running through mid. So the thing is, usually I think what a lot of teams do is that, you know, if they realize that the other team isn't pushing the site, they're like, oh, they might wait about 10 seconds or so to see if anyone shows on the other side. But what GGP did was they just straight up predicted that 7S Sakura were going to rotate, and they got the jump on them before they were even there. So very smart.
Exactly. Really, really brilliant read overall. But right now it's going to be Impulse who finds a clean shot onto Alex. The wall is up. They do get the spike down, but a lot of utility has been spent right now, and they need to secure this post plant. If not, that's going to be a 6-0. Dark Tassie, interesting position, just all the way from under Heaven. The rest of the team, though, will be making their way onto the site pretty soon. It's going to be a split from CT and Heaven as well. They do not spot Dark Tassie out, and that's going to be 1 free kill. No, but the reload! A trade, nonetheless. Yuta still holding on this off angle with her Spectre. Swings it, does not pick up a kill, and that's going to be a 6-0 score for GGP.
Yeah, they did trade 1 for 1 over at the ropes coming down from Heaven. But the thing is, with the spot that they planted, not quite default, they kind of planted over at the entrance to CT Tunnel. At that spot, it's kind of telling the other team that there's very clearly going to be someone hanging around the back, because your plant spot is just so open. So it was a very good read on the retake there. They just went around the corner and they're like, yeah, there's got to be someone there, and they just 3v1 poor Yuta at the side.
Poor Yuta. She really tried though, but still, it just looks like they're unable to find anything. We do have knives that have been popped. That's going to be Dark Tassie leading the charge onto the side, lockdown, and everything has been committed right now. So it's definitely going to be an A hit, definitely going to be a 5v5 retake. we'll see how GGP takes this one.
Yeah, I like how fast they're playing it. It's just like a KJ lockdown goes down and instantly the rest of the members are going to run onto the site. However, as you mentioned, retake is going to be crucial right here. It looks like they're committing 2 CT, 1 through heaven, and 2 down long. You can see they're rotating down ramps to try this out. And there's their response from the defender KJ. Lockdown going out too.
Reverse Uno card has been pulled, and that's going to be Uni who swings in, gets a headshot, a lot of green and red, and lastly Aryan who gets detained by the lockdown. Another pickup by GGP, 7-0 right now, and this defensive win just doesn't stop.
Yeah, that actually was really well played from the side of Gamer Girls Philippines. The thing is, when you drop the KJL down onto A, you kind of drop it around the corner in front of ramps. At that spot, it covers pretty much the entire A site. However, it doesn't cover the CT side as well as the back out from Heaven. So I think that Gamer Girls Philippines played that one very smart. What they did was like they were the KJ out. They used the Nukela's KJ out to actually buy themselves time to reposition. So because the lockdown lasted for so long, they actually managed to pull all the members over from B side, and by the time lockdown went down, all 5 of them were ready to go for that very coordinated retake. So very nice response from them, very well played.
Exactly. Pulled the words right out of my mouth, and right now they're again just dashing onto site. Full force. Dark Tassie does pick up 1, but it's going to be betrayed 3v3 right now, and the spike has been dropped again. It just seems like this non-stop push does not work out so well for them. They might get the spike down, but they aren't quite able to hold it post-plant. Time and time after again, they're losing to retakes and retakes and retakes. GGP are just so strong right now.
Yeah, the sim is pretty even though. It is going to be 3v3. There's the KJ grenade just going to buy a bit of time over at CT. There's a Reina hiding behind her. They gotta know that she's there.
Vision does get a little bit obscured thanks to that aftershock from the Breach player. Still now it's going to be Uni versus 3 players from 7S. Just pushing through along with the fault line, but not quite clearing out the 90-degree angle, and that's going to be Ariane who picks up the headshot. A first win for 7S.
Yeah, so this is a much-needed win from their side to make this a 7-1. Pretty impressive. Also, actually, they meant that you pick up a round win over on the T side. We'll see if they can try to do that strategy again. It looks like they're setting up for B. I think A didn't quite work out for them. The thing that I like about 7S Sakura is that when they say go, they're actually so fast. Like all team, the entire team just hard commits to the site. So hopefully it should favor B just because this is a slightly smaller site. We'll see if they can make it work.
They are trying to make a little bit of noise over by mid as well, and that's just going to disturb the Sage player just by a bit. Right now, I mean, if you're on the defensive side, you're not quite sure where they're going to hit just yet. You do hear the alt orb getting picked up, so you might be aware that there are a couple players, but still you have to traverse over this minefield that is the Nanostorm from Killjoy. They're adapting to these plays from 7S right now, and that's 3 players already gone. Spike has been dropped as well. Alex trying to find a couple of shots. That's going to be Impulse who actually gets the wallbang onto her.
Oh, this is terrible. I don't even... She needs to retrieve Spike and then plant to actually clutch this one out.
Oh boy, not to mention that Moon actually heard the teleport, so they know that she's going to be pushing into Garage any time now. Easy peasy. Oh, barrel? Wait.
Oh, they're going to come out. You're going to trade the flash for flash right there. Just get disoriented though from the breach. The thing is they know that she's here, and also if you're on the defender side, all you really need to do is watch Spike because you know where the Spike is dropped and you just have 1 or 2 members. Either you set up a crossfire, you set up a stack right at that positioning. That's exactly what GGP did. They really didn't give 7S Sakura any chance to come back into that one. Props to the Omen though for actually trying to make that one happen. They did win the previous round, so they did have just a bit more money in their pockets. So the fact that all 5 of them got wiped right there just when they were able to buy is actually pretty devastating for the 7S Sakura's team.
Really good effort still, Ariane. Right now it's going to be an A play this time. They're trying to push and overrun this ramps position, but Moon has been consistently stopping them from pushing ramps time and time after again, just because of a paranoia. Right now, Impulse does not want to let them leak onto the site thanks to them. Storm picks up 1 kill and darts right out. Nice shot from Arian. That's going to be the site. Control still being contested. Lockdown being deployed at this point in time is a little bit questionable. It is still being counted off, but the spike has been dropped, and I don't think Nikella can do much from this position.
Before, can she make the play happen though? Fun fact, so I played with Nikella before. She was actually, we played Valorant. She was looking for a team towards the end of last year, so we were looking to get a squad together for FSL. She's pretty good. I think she's about like plat or so elo. She does play Sage and KJ, but her IGN Nikella, it's from her name, Kel. Her real name's actually Miracle. So if you ever, which is so cool, right?
Wow.
So if you ever want to see some girl clutch out that miracle play, it's gonna be Nikella.
It is
literally her
Nikella.
name.
Let's see if she can pull off more miracles. Right now, 7S desperately needs one. Time and time, I mean, they've just been walking onto side, and I think the KJ player Impulse has been adapting to that. Well played as Nanostorm. She does pick up one. It's going to be an even trade. That's going to be a Vandal handed over onto the 7S side. Right now, trying to go for some contest over from heaven position. They don't want to let them get the spike down. They're going really, really fast with it. The res has been popped as well. It's down to a 2v4, and they are just getting locked out over by backside. Dark Tassie all the way over into Garage. Down to 5 points of health. There's nothing much that you can do. A simple bullet graze will be it. And 10-1 is the score.
Yeah, it's really rough for 7S Sakura. I think Gamer Girls Philippines, they absolutely have their number on them right now. I think we were talking about Split. I think one of the reasons why it is so defender-sided is that Split's not a large map. Sure, there's an opportunity to go through mid, but we rarely actually see it, especially in competition, people go through sewer, for example. It's just not a thing. It just makes way too much sound. It doesn't make sense to rotate through there to A. So it's a pretty small map, and there isn't a lot of flexibility in terms of what strategies you can actually use. It's either, say if you're going to go for B, it's either garage and mid, A as well as just very open with the whole straight sight down long through to CT. So the thing is, now that we're past 10 rounds, I think the Gamer Girls Philippines absolutely know what 7S Sakura are going to do, and there's nothing all that much new that they can try.
Oh my gosh, absolutely nothing. Rolling Thunder into Garage as well, just keeping them trapped in there. They're going for the peak though. Alex does pick up a double kill. This might very well open up B side, but Moon, she's pushing through bottom mid, and she does get taken out by Arian. Right now, so much room. They are going through sewers though.
They've got no one on A.
Exactly. I don't think the Sage player, she's too far, so she doesn't hear it as well. They will get the A side for free. Can they hold off the post plant against a 2v4? Completely smoking out the side. They're clearing it as well. Now we'll get planted. GGP finally caught onto it. They will be pushing all the way from CT. They're just going to be trying to set up this crossfire all the way out to Screens. Wall has gone up as well. That does give information. Hurricane shooting down the wall. You know that there is at least one player by Screens. Impulse pushes through, and she gets taken out by Utah and Arian. Finally, revenge from Arian and Utah. And that's going to be a 10-2. And the first half, I might prefer an 8-4, but still doable. Still doable.
Yeah, 8-4 is nice if you can get it on Split. I think something like 9-3 is pretty acceptable for a lot of teams. Also, I think 9-3 generally is not impossible for you to come back around. So 10-2, they did pick up the 2 rounds. We'll see if they can try to make something happen now. It's good that they have a Killjoy on their squad, of course. Killjoy is pretty essential onto both teams when you're playing Split, just because she offers so much utility. She can pretty much grant you information on both B and A. I think a lot of times you see Killjoy set up on B because just B slightly smaller. You can put the tower just looking into the garage side, whereas for A you get that long sight down too. So We'll see what they want to do here. It looks like it's going to be solo mid from Easy Peasy and 3 down.
What?
And
Spike down A.
blind through the flash.
She actually managed to get a kill even though she was blinded. And right now, peeking back and forth through the smoke, she does get a couple of shots, gets the spike down as well. Beautiful plays by Alex.
Oh, and she gets the overheal off of that kill is absolutely crucial. She's opting not to give her position away, so she doesn't actually shoot the Lear. Instead, gets that style headshot. 1v1 Reyna, showing who the better Reyna is in this game. Has to reload, so they do have the sound play this time.
Standing.
But what a brilliant play at the start of that round. I mean, girl, big fan.
Well, the 2 remaining players on GGP's side are down to red health, so a single shot from Arian will take them out. Still 30 seconds left. They are making the full rotate. The fact that they haven't pushed onto site yet should signal to Arian that they're not going to hit
30
A
seconds
anymore.
left.
She's still lurking over by the back of the site now. Here comes the rotate. It's taking a little bit long, but still should be doable. They're really, really low.
Yeah, they're also, the Omen's close enough that she would have known that the spike went down. She knows for sure that was planted at B. Right now it's going to be a 2v1. They are
no.
pretty split though. So if she can pick them off one
Oh,
by
no.
one,
Oh,
she
no.
doesn't know
Top
where
to
she
top.
is.
One enemy
Oh! 1v1. Better Omen wins.
What's going to be the Omen diff? Is it Ariane or is it Moon? We don't know yet. She still has her smoke, hasn't used it. She's trying to clear up backside, but she should know that she got shot from the back of
Oh, she's getting
mid.
it half. Wait, she's committing to this.
She might actually get it. Moon's taking a little bit too long.
Way!
Okay.
What?
Ariane. That was a lot of missed opportunities, but Ariane keeping the dream alive for 7S.
Wow. Wow. And Omen was really low too. I think she had 10 health. I think she's probably, like, it's a bit weird to think that, you know, she was going to save. I think she was using Ghost as well. But it was a very ballsy move from her to actually not even go for the fake, not even go for the
Yeah.
half diffuse.
Just
for the
stick it.
full diffuse.
I have to say, Moon, I think, was a little bit too passive in that 1v1, but at the same time, MVP of that round definitely was Alex. That simple 3K over by ramps really, really stopped the push from GGP. Right now, though, they are forcing, and they are just pushing all the way through ramps. Easy peasy, finding one. Alex gets traded off, and now they will have control over the site. Sage player is still alive as well. I don't know if they have the wall. I think they don't because they force bot. She does walk into Moon. Doesn't quite connect the second shot, but Utah is really, really low right now. Slow orb into play as well. They just want to hold them off so that they don't retake so easily. Swinging in. No! Ariane gets the spray transfer onto 2 players from GGP. And that's going to be 10-4. Let's go. It's a 7S comeback.
Yeah, this might be the start of their miracle comeback run. 10-4, as you mentioned, just Yuta and Omen just playing it absolutely clutch over at the end. Both of them very low as well. So really, they were in a very dangerous spot. It's great that they managed to clutch that one out. Now things are looking a lot more even. And I like also the way that we're seeing this. Of course, we've talked time and again about how split is that defender-sided map. But I like how we're seeing that 7S Sakura. They absolutely know how to play this one on defense.
Really, really nice as well. They're doing the thing where, you know, you lock out every single possible choke point, whether it's A ramps, whether it's garage, or whether it's mid. And mid is one of those places on the map where you really want to have control over. Because if you have mid, you can you can cut off rotates from the other team. But right now, they will be making the full commit onto B site with pistols, with the wall. Turret gets taken down. They should get the spike down pretty soon, but still trying to be cautious as it looks like 7S are trying to go through with this retake.
Yeah, the spike was planted out in the open. Although there's so much utility being dropped, there's the Sage wall as well. It's going to be a bit hard to try and spot out any players. 9 people still alive. She's caught out by the flash. 2 going down. Both are Cassie, GP, Moon, Hurricane, Utah, all falling one after the other. It's 3v2. Uni just hiding around the side of the Sage wall. Gets caught out just as the wall goes down. Impulse forced to switch to that Frenzy. This is not looking good for her. 1v3 with that pistol. Gets taken out by Alex, just hiding over on the left side box over the front. I do like what we're seeing from GGP as well as 7S Sakura. It's just very standard play. They really know how to get onto the side. GGP, of course, you know, you drop the stage wall over by the right side, blocks off the heaven people who are camping there, and also we haven't really seen an op, so it's been pretty safe for them to do that. They rush onto site, but then the squad of 7S Sakura also know how to respond to that. They drop the double KJ grenade right on the entrance, which if you have to walk through both of them, that does so much AoE damage. That's usually the best site for the KJ grenade there, as well as default and CT. Those are the best spots for double grenade right there. So both teams just playing very well. Smoke gonna drop outside of garage entrance. They might want to back out. We have seen the sage wall dropped over at the heaven entrance pretty much every single round from Nukela, so it effectively blocks off any entrance through mid. I like how GGP have been trying every single round though. They have at least like one member who goes around mid and they're like, yeah, you know what, the wall's still there. Yeah, the wall's there again. And then they kind of rotate either towards B or maybe through sewer at A, or they could just wait for the wall to drop. It is a very long cooldown, however, if they do that. As you can see, both sides really taking a bit slow, and there's the wall drop 30 seconds in.
And now that the wall has dropped, they might be going to contest for mid control. There is a nanoswarm over by stairs, however. That could be problematic if it gets popped at the right time, but it looks like Easy Peasy actually gets to creep onto site really, really slowly. Nukela getting hit by the Rolling Thunder. That is not a problem for Easy Peasy. They will be descending upon the site right now, but Arian really, really well played from the position that she's currently holding. Does fall to Easy Peasy, but the damage has been done. Spike gets planted. 3v4. Not all doom and gloom for 7S.
Yeah, it's now all about the retake for GGP. They have the man advantage. There's a slow going to come out right onto the plant. Jet smokes as well, but Tatsu just checking out the back, just making sure no one's hiding there around that corner. They know what's up. Gets tagged through garage. Oh, they're just going to stand straight in a stack.
No, you don't deserve my invention.
Wait.
What? They just backed off after the plant site, and after that we're just caught in a situation where they couldn't make it back on time.
What a play though. I mean, okay, so if we break that down, Dark Tassie did such a good job. She cloud bursted right at the middle of the site so that they will not get any information on the spike whatsoever from the garage position that they were holding. Meanwhile, Alex came in to get a couple of kills and keep them distracted. And at the whole time that was happening, someone was defusing the spike.
Yep.
And they picked up their 6th win. Now Alex holding the off angle, gets swung from Easy Peasy. And just like that, Easy Peasy, she gets ramped, she gets a heaven. And ooh, it looks like A site is gone.
Yeah, they cracked a wide open right now.
Spike planted.
Sakura just coming around to play for the retake, but they are 3 members down. They say that is just their KJ that's left up 1v4. Can she make this happen? She's kind of blocked off by the sage wall right there. Nope, gets shot straight from heaven by Easy Peasy once more. And Easy Peasy, she's just been showing up so huge in this entire game.
Yeah, time and time after again. I mean, earlier on, she was cleaning things up. She was defending really, really well. Right now, she's doing her job as a duelist, just really consuming space and getting the entries onto sites, especially effectively using her Leer really, really well. It just gives her the ability to roam onto these areas, whether it's A ramps or B garage. And just like because there's a Leer there, the defending players from 7S are kind of afraid to peek it. Just like that. Rams is already hers. Now she's just waiting for the flash from her team. Pushes through, gets the turret down. And she should be leering over onto Heaven.
You should
Yeah,
run.
she knows that where Alex's
is.
position is because she saw where the Lear came out.
Oh.
Everyone, everyone here in vents. Yikes.
There's no way Alex could have won that.
Spike
Now,
down A.
Dark Tassie's gonna get detained. 2v4, 7S. Things are not looking too good, but that's certainly doable. Utah does pick up UND. Oh, but pushing into screens.
Spike
Doesn't
planted.
check the corner. I think that's the second time that
Yep.
has happened.
That was her at the start of the game too. She didn't check the corner. I think it was going into B there. So definitely very unfortunate. Aryan's just going to try and use all her smokes right here.
Oh, wait.
She's probably going for sneaky TP. Oh, but they slot her out. So they know that she's here. They know she's over up in Heaven. Trying to wallbang over the side onto Easy.
Oh my god.
Easy. Isn't gonna do much though. Does see the hit of KJ on the side of CT, but yeah, there's absolutely nothing that she can do.
What a shot from Easy Peasy. That was all the way from, I think,
Match
the
point.
top of ramps, but wow. She was kind of caught in that little fight with Easy Peasy, that little game of footsie. Like, are you going to peek? Am I going to peek? What's going on here?
Yeah, who's gonna peek first? But also, I've got 2 other teammates alive. They're gonna back me up,
Exactly.
squad. But that's the thing about the Reyna snowball, which is that if you have a Reyna on your team who's just very good at getting the Lear, getting those entry frags down, it actually stacks your ultimate so much faster, and then you're just going to be able to keep popping that Empress and getting more frags. So it's always really deadly when you're versus a Reyna player who really knows how to play that duelist.
Really, really well played, Easy Peasy. Of course, right now it is match point after all. GGP 1 round away from claiming this win. A little bit of pre-firing from Uni and Sakura players as well. I don't know if you know this. Moon can actually jump onto the box that's right next to her. You know how to do it. Tens has a lot of lessons on that, but right now through the Impulse, who finds somehow an entry on the B side, but she's selling a fake. The rest of the team is actually on A, and I think Alex actually heard the footsteps.
200 IQ.
Oh no, this is gonna be
Last player
Whoa.
standing.
Alex? Wait, how did she drop that kill?
Straight 1v1 fastest fingers first. Is just waiting for the crosshair placement on the headshot over on the side.
Okay. Misses the knives, but Alex is there to back her up. 12-6 and keeping the 7S dream alive.
Yeah, they're gonna make it 12-7. They're just giving the diffuse ultimate point over to Dark Tassie. And actually, I like that they're doing this. She's actually only got 1 point in her ultimate, which kind of really means that Sakura are playing for the long game. Usually, you kind of want to give that ult point to someone who's like at 3 or 4 points. But the fact that they gave it to someone and it was their first ult point just really signals that, you know, they don't think that this is going to be the last round. Of course, they are going to need to win 6 rounds back to back to make a comeback, but it's definitely not impossible.
The sheer confidence through that, letting Dark
either-
Tassie pick it up.
Yeah, it's either that or it's her teammate being like, give it to me, give it to me.
True, true.
Don't diffuse.
You can check with Nutella if Dark Tassie was indeed doing that, but right now it's going to be Easy Peasy leering onto the site, trying yet again to possibly sell another fake, baiting out the smoke from the Omen player. And right now they're, rotating all the way through sewers. In fact, Moon lurking over by the other side of the wall, but it doesn't seem like any of the 7S players wants to push.
This is the 5-hit play right here. 3 through sewers, I think 2 through mid. KJ did set up all of her utility onto side A though, so it is a bit unfortunate. So even though the rest of the defense side are kind of around mid and B, all the KJ utility is going to spot them out.
Oh my gosh.
They're playing this so slow. We're down to 40 seconds. Everyone's still alive.
Okay.
They're going to have to go soon though, or they're not just gonna straight run down the timer and not have enough time to plan.
Do you hear that? It's not a single sound until now, and that's going to be Alex finding the shot, dismisses away, and easy peasy does fall. That's the MVP player from GGP already gone, and Utah comes up huge. That's a double kill, and it's a 4v2. Moon has the drop on Alex, though. All of a sudden looking very good. It's all up to Utah now. She does get rolling thundered. And Moon just swings along with it. Picks up the kill. 13-7. GGP takes the win.
Yeah, that was a huge surprise at the end of that round because 7 Sakura, they actually had to jump onto GGP. They had the man advantage. I think it was something like a 2v4, 2v5 situation. But like KJ and Omen, I think, on the side of GGP were just able to wipe out the rest of the 7 Sakura squad. Things just looked so good for them at the start of that round 2. I think Utah was able to pick up that good double kill over around the CT side, but ultimately they weren't able to clutch that one out.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. I mean, she was doing everything that she could as well, just hiding behind that one screen on the site. Unfortunately, she gets rolling thundered in the face. And of course, Moon swinging. It's just, I think there are quite a little bit of clear gaps in terms of mechanical skills. I think at times the GGP players, they, of course, you know, had that big round gap, just winning that many rounds on defense. And at the same time, a lot of these gunfights, the 7S players were just unfortunately losing at times.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, I think they went into the round swap 10 versus 2, which is, of course, going to be really hard to come back from. I think the fact that they actually managed to make it a 13-7 scoreline at the end is definitely a huge testament to how well they played after the swap.
If it were a 6-6, they might have won. But alas, they also didn't have the Sakura Vandal skins. So, yeah, maybe that's why they lost for now.
Maybe. But, guys, we are going to go for a really short break before we come back for our next game, which is going to be Alter Ego Celeste going up against OG Centuria. It's going to be a hype matchup. You guys definitely don't want to miss it. We'll see you guys in just a bit.